In our entire lifetime, we've only tasted milk from cows, sometimes from goats, and even from the seeds. But what if there's milk from a fish? Before we reveal this story, make sure you subscribe to TikTok on top for more large and bizarre animals. Now, let's start our video. Meet the Arapaima fish, one of the most giant creatures of the famous and mysterious Amazon. We may have heard of the piranha, a small fish but with terrifyingly sharp teeth that can consume the whole flesh within seconds. The Arapaima is another case of weird fish in this area, but not because it is violent. The Arapaima is famous for its gigantic size of 15 feet and the weight of 440 pounds. Also, it has a weird characteristic that the male produces milk. Man, how is that possible when this fish is obviously not a mammal? In order to understand this tricky question, we need to find out the way that the Arapaimas handle the offspring. While a lot of father animals run away when their partners give birth, the Arapaima fathers are much more responsible. Alright, during the offspring season, after the female lays eggs, the male will produce a white liquid from his body to feed the babies.
Wait a minute!
We know what you're thinking, but it's not the same liquid. Stop it, you dirty-minded people. Anyways, that white liquid works similar to milk or mucus, since that's the only food that the baby fish can process at newborn stage. That milk isn't just a source of food. It's also a camouflage gadget for the fry too. If you love military tactics, you may know the handy smoke grenades that's used for many purposes, mostly hiding. Well, it's similar to the thick white texture of the liquid, because that texture makes it easy for the little fish to escape and hide in the father's body when the situation is going wrong. Considering the giant size of 15 feet, the father can literally become a large shelter for all of the baby fish, regardless of the number of eggs that the female laid. But is that liquid actual milk? Well, considering the Arapaimas are not mammals, some people may not call it milk. But it works similar to milk because of the nutritions like the fat, protein and some antimicrobial properties, which are essential for the needs and protection of the newborn until they can independently feed themselves. There's no exact name to this white liquid, so it's safe to call it milk or mucus, or whatever that works the same. But that doesn't mean you should drink it like normal milk. It's not designed for us. Cow's milk is still the best choice. Well, even when their mucus is not edible for us, the Arapaimas are still the most valuable fish of the Amazon thanks to their gigantic size. The fishermen in this area love to catch them, because 1 pound of paiche fillets can cost nearly $30. That means they can afford a whole car with just one fish only. Sadly, that makes the Arapaimas become the vulnerable fish of the area, which is totally near to be endangered. Amazon is the largest jungle of the earth, so of course every impact of the humans will be reflected there first. Wildfires, drought, and even hurricanes are affecting the Arapaimas each year. The experts are still doing their best to conserve these big buddies. And that's the story of the Arapaimas, the giant dairy fish of the Amazon. If you love this weird creature, make sure you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to TikTok on top for more incredible animals and stories. Bye bye.